As a coach, what does the term inclusive mean to you? What does it mean to be an inclusive coach? In sport, we often think that inclusion relates exclusively to disability sports or underrepresented groups such as women, those who are black or minoritized ethnic, or those from economically disadvantaged groups. We often also think that the term inclusion relates solely to sport at a participatory level. So when you hear the term inclusion, what words does it conjure up to you? Access? Equality? Equality of opportunity? Equity perhaps? Let's broaden our definition of what it means to be an inclusive coach. Let's reconsider it as a matter of simply being a coach who can positively and effectively ensure that every athlete in front of them feels part of the team or the club, that they have that personal relationship with you, and whatever their needs, depending on whoever they are, you will be able to ensure they improve to be the best athlete they can be at all levels of the sporting structure. Therefore, to be an inclusive coach does not just relate to working with, for example, only disabled athletes. It is much more centred on having the right relationships with your athletes. As you already know from what Tom said in chapter 1, having a positive coach-athlete relationship is the heartbeat of performance. We already have a strong body of research that details the benefits for athletes through having the right and the most appropriate relationship with their coach. Such benefits include increased satisfaction, increased motivational levels, more positive moods, feeling a greater sense of support, and a reduction in anxiety. And in order to build that relationship and therefore to achieve improved performance, coaches need to be able to be flexible and tailor their practices to the individual needs of their athletes, whoever they are. As coaches, therefore, we need to be responsive to athletes' differing needs and expectations. And to be responsive and therefore inclusive, build up a bank of extensive and in-depth knowledge of the athletes and individuals that make up your group. You can't plan your sessions without it. For instance, some strategies that support one person may serve to exclude another. And during sessions, be prepared to be flexible. Your plans may need to be adapted based on whether they're working or not. Therefore, the heartbeat of being an inclusive coach is a coach that focuses on relationships. Become a relational expert if you want to be an inclusive coach. Now, relationships are reciprocal. It requires a two-way interaction that is based on an understanding of all the social actors involved. So, in order to be a more inclusive coach, you must critically reflect on who you are as a coach within your relationships with your athletes. Consider how this will impact the athlete in front of you. Consider what are some of your own existing beliefs and ideas about your athletes and of certain social groups. Reflect on these assumptions and challenge them if necessary. For example, what are some of your thoughts as to the capabilities and competencies of female athletes? On what basis are these ideas founded? Are they supported by evidence like the performances of the female athletes in front of you? How do these assumptions influence your coaching ideas and practices? So take the time as you build up your knowledge of your athletes to reflect on who you are in this process and what ideas you bring as an individual in relation to the skills and abilities of your different athletes. In order to do this, it may be useful to carry out some background research or reading, more generally, as to how sport has historically served to include some while exclude others. This will ensure you have a broader contextual knowledge of sport and the role that coaches can play to ensure these patterns are not repeated. It will also help make sure that your group is a space where all your athletes feel they can achieve what they want to achieve, whoever they are, with your support and understanding of who they are as athletes. Okay, so let's get practical now. please move on to the next video where we will give you some top tips towards becoming an inclusive coach. Keep calm and coach on.